remember to reach out for ledges should you fall while climbing.
Greetings, Altair. What news?
Al-Muallim has named another. Calls himself Sabrand.
I am familiar with the man. Newly appointed leader of the Knights Teutonic. He resides in the Venetian Quarter and runs Akka's port.
I'll start my work at once.
Here are the places where you should focus your search. On the docks east of here, among the ships and their crews. At the chapel to the northeast, near the cross overlooking the port. And to the north, in front of St. John's Gate.
This is most helpful. My thanks for the guidance.
Altair,
Yes, Rafiq.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
For doubting your dedication to our cause.
No, it was I who erred. I believe myself above the creed. You owe me nothing.
As you wish, my friend. Go in safety.
My presence. That will cost you your life.
Careless, can one? What's got him so far?
Now, why would he be...
Look out the defending now.
Listen to their lies. Is poisonous. What in God's name is he doing? Does he really have a reason? Ah! He's gonna hurt himself, and when he does, I won't help him.
Gardez-le ouvert. You have no business here.
What's wrong with him?
I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
What? What is it that you want?
Die, thief.
He should stop acting like a child.
You dirty thief. I'll have your hands for that.
Such a strange man.
You dirty thief. I'll have your hands for that.
Stop! You must not trespass here.
Die, thief. Dare steal in my presence. That will cost you your life.
Assassin! Stop him! You die here!
Die, thief.
I won't help him.
Thief. Dare steal in my presence. That will cost you your life.
Stop it, please. Anyone, please help me.
You dirty thief.
Hide like a
I'll
rat!
have your hands for that, thief. This'll teach you not to steal.
What have I done?
Die, thief. Be gone, monk.
Help me! Somebody help me!
You dare steal in my presence! That will cost you your life!
He should...
Why would anyone want to do that?
Use free running to escape from a fight when exposed. Sprint to lose your enemies, and jump through merchants.
Come no further.
Please, sir, have any money?
He must be running from something. Such a strange man.
Leave, peasant.
What's he doing that for?
Go on, just a little money, I beg of you.
You're not supposed to be here. Leave.
You're a dead man! You'll never get away! I'd like a rat
Die
here!
there! You beat me,
Don't
my
let him outrun you! Stay on him! Come back here!
Let you come serve you out.
Don't try to run, old man. There's nowhere to go.
You've no reason to be here. Leave now.
What's wrong with him?
Oh my.
Oh! I could have been hurt. He must not be of sound mind.
Stop. You are not allowed to be here. Leave.
I will make you bleed!
There's an assassin here!
No! You've no reason to be here.
Il n'a pas pu quitter la ville, alors restez aux aguets.
Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren.
Je vais te traquer comme un animal. Trouvez-le.
Leave this place.
Je l'ai trouvé. Tiens.
Seigneur! Move! Out of my way!
I shouldn't have. Saracens are rushing at every turn. We cast them out of Acre and pushed them from the countryside. Now they retreat to the south, begging Saladin to save them. But he will not succeed, for none can withstand the might of King Richard's army. He is great by God. It is only a matter of time, friends, before all the land. Be not afraid. Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies. Do not listen to their lies. Poisonous words meant to sow the seeds of confusion. If you find yourself tempted, go and pray. Ask God for direction. If your heart is pure,
Why is he doing that?
be strong, stand firm.
Why do they do
Not
that?
give up. Without our support, Richard and his men cannot hope to win the Holy Land.
You have no business here. Leave.
Plague upon
He
Saladin.
should stop acting
Plague
like a
upon
child.
his people. We came in peace to the Holy Land to spread the message. But they turned away. They refused to accept him as their savior. These men hold
Such a strange man.
Leave me alone, for Christ's sake.
Be not afraid. Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies. Do not listen to their lies. Poisonous words meant to sow the seeds of confusion. If you find yourself
Why are you so cruel? What have I done wrong?
Liebe gehören gehängt. Bewegung! Elender Dieb!
More attentive of the surrounding forces.
Elender Dieb! Du wirst sterben! Diebstahl wird dich im Tode bestraft.
Be not afraid. Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies. Come no further. Stop. You must not trespass here. This place is restricted. Be gone! Leave, peasant, before I make you. Assassin!
Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
Is that man thinking?
What a strange man.
Please, be more careful. You must be right on something.
A few coins, all I ask for. A few coins.
Someone tell me why he's doing that.
You're somewhere you shouldn't be. Leave before you get hurt.
Why would anyone want to do that?
be in a hurry.
You dirty thief!
Oh my! We must not be of his mind.
You best leave here this instant if you value your life.
You're a fool!
Einmal so habt ihr ihn verloren. Leave this place!
I hear you're looking for information on Sibran. Karam's found something you'd probably find useful. Best track him down if you want it.
This place is restricted. Be gone! Come no further. You've no reason to be here. Leave now.
My, he seems to be.
Honestly, just go away.
Sure I have. What are you doing there?
Please, someone do something. Heavens, what is he doing?
Safety and peace, brother. I've been looking everywhere for you. I stole this letter earlier today. Read it over. Hopefully it'll be of use.
Stop! You must not trespass here. You're...
To be turned over to the order for conscription into the fleet. By order of Sibran, all merchant vessels must be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Clear out your cargo. Ship deeds must be presented to the Court of the Chain by midday tomorrow. No exceptions, no delays. All docked vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely. Take yourself from here before I call the guards.
It's just a few coins, please. I beg of you, sir. I beg of you, just a few coins, please. No, please, don't leave that. Just a few coins, please.
I'd leave if I were you before I really get.
You've made a grave mistake. When you need to taught a lesson.
You won't get away from
Tu n'as rien à faire ici. The Acre Port is now under the jurisdiction of Master Sibran, leader of the Knights Teutonic. All crew members are to be turned over to the Order for conscription into the fleet. All dock vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
Did I fight you once?
It's not my fault. I'm only following orders. If you want your ship back, speak with the court.
That's not what I'm after.
Then what?
Sabran's claimed near 100 ships. For what purpose?
A blockade. They're to sail for open water and establish a perimeter.
For what? Does Salah ad-Din intend to strike from sea?
No, it's not he we defend against, but ships from home, to deny Richard more troops.
Why would one of Richard's own want to see him weakened in this way?
I don't know. Ask Sibran. They're his orders. I'm just meant to carry them out. Now, please, let me go. I've told you all I know.
I'm sorry. I cannot risk you telling him I'm here.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux?
Did they let you into the city, or did you fight your way in? Oh, perhaps I should be more respectful, as I myself now require your help. I spent too much time in the harbor brothel last night, and insulted a Teutonic knight's wife, or so I am told. Now there is a group of them after me. Could you give me a hand or a blade? If you return before I leave the city, I will give you the benefit of my wisdom.
This is where you die!
They're all dead! Die konnte euch entzaubern!
Wir sind hier fertig. Il n'est plus ici. Partons.
Maudit voleur! Fiche le corps! Trancher la main! I'm not helping. What's that maudit voleur? Je te ferai trancher la main! You should stop acting like a child. You're a dead man! You'll die for that! What happened here?
Oh, no, another one.
Hell alive! You're the assassin! Give me
I'll get you! Don't make me
Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies to gain the advantage in combat.
Did you see that?
Dare steal in my presence. That will cost you your life.
Ne reste pas là.
What have I done wrong?
Where's he going?
You took
Die.
me before.
Now he shouldn't be like
I wonder what he's up to.
Please, someone do something.
Oh, are you blind?
Did they let you into the city, or did you fight your way in? Oh, perhaps I should be more respectful, as I myself now require your help. I spent too much time in the harbor brothel last night, and insulted a Teutonic knight's wife, or so I am told. Now there is a group of them after me. Could you give me a hand or a blade? If you return before I leave the city, I will give you the benefit of my wisdom.
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft.
Oh my.
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft.
Tu as un problème? Let me go, please. I beg of you, just a few coins.
He must not be of sound mind. Why would anyone want to do that?
No, you don't understand.
Le pari qu'il nous
I'm
observe.
He has to pay dearly.
You hide. You'll return.
Avaristly.
You're mine. Let him there. You die here.
Il ne doit pas s'échapper! Là-bas! Il ne doit pas s'échapper! Là-bas! Il ne doit pas s'échapper!
Einer Befehle! Haltet ihn auf! Verboten ihn! Verboten ihn! Be careful! Move, damn it! Du könntest mir entfliehen! Aus der Erde! Verfluchter Feigling! Den verdammten Weg! Nein! Elender Dieb! Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. Lasst ihn nicht noch einmal entfliehen.
Does he really have a
Glaubst du, du könntest mir entfliehen? Lass ihn nicht entheilen! Und sie sagt mir, kann nicht liegen! Erbärmlich! Du magst es doch nicht bereits verloren! Mit mir, du Narr! Kann nicht liegen! Mit mir, du Narr! Nicht liegen!
These are dark days indeed.
Voleur! Tu paieras cher pour tes crimes. God. What happened?
You are a lucky man. You are alive, and I am still in Akka. Here is what I have to tell you. The only thing more dangerous than a drunken sailor is one who is also angry. I know it does not seem like much, but with your wisdom, I am sure it will help.
Do you think it will change?
Why are you so cruel? What have I done wrong?
Soyez vigilants, c'est le tueur qui te dit les forces. Bougez que toi.
Move!
Tu ne peux pas m'échapper. Tu t'es défilé, mais je sais que tu reviendras.
Greetings, brother. How fares your search?
I've learned all there is to know about my target.
Share your knowledge with me, then.
Sibrand is said to be consumed by fear, driven mad by the knowledge that his death approaches. He has sealed the docks district, and now hides within waiting for his ship to arrive.
This will make things dangerous. I wonder how it is he learned of your mission.
The men I've killed, they are all connected. Al-Mualim warned me that word of my deeds has spread among them.
Be on your guard, Altair.
Of course, Rafik. But I think it will be to my advantage. Fear will weaken him.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Please help me. Anyone.
Maudit voleur! Je te ferai trancher la main! What is he running from?
Is anything I can help you with? Anything at all? Do not hesitate.
Maudit voleur!
What would cause him to run like that?
You are mistaken, Master Sibrand. I would never propose violence against any man, and most certainly not against you.
So you say, and yet no one here will vouch for you. What am I to make of this?
I live a simple life, my lord, as do all men of the cloth. It is not for us to call attention to ourselves.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they do not know you because you are not a man of God, but an assassin!
Never!
You wear the same robes.
If they cover themselves as we do, it is only to instill uncertainty and fear. You must not give in.
You calling me a coward? Challenging my authority? Are you perhaps hoping to turn my own knights against me?
No. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I've done nothing wrong.
I don't recall accusing you of any wrongdoing, which makes your outburst rather odd. Is it the presence of guilt that compels a confession?
But I confess nothing.
Ah, defiant to the very end.
What do you mean?
William and Garnier were too confident, and they paid for this with their lives. I won't make the same mistake. If you truly are a man of God, then surely the Creator will provide for you. Let him stay my hand.
You've gone mad. Will none of you come forward to stop this? He is clearly poisoned by his own fear, compelled to see enemies where none exist.
Seems the people share my concern. What I do for Acre! Stay vigilant, men. Report any suspicious activity to the guard. I doubt we've seen the last of these assassins. Persistent bastards. Now get back to work. Hinfort, at last! Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. Lasst ihn nicht noch einmal Amenez-le-moi! Ne restez pas là! Je vais te traquer sur un ennemi!
Use vigilantes you have freed to block your pursuit.
Bewegung!
Pour la gloire du Seigneur!
Je parie qu'il nous observe en ce moment.
Un assassin! Il ne doit pas s'échapper!
You have no business. Leave.
When you have been exposed to the guards, break their line.
Bewegt! Was willst du in die Rache Gottes?
Tu ne peux pas m'échapper!
Prévenez-moi si vous l'apercevez.
Il ne doit pas s'échapper!
Erbärmlich! Magst es noch nicht wissen, aber du hast bereits zwei Leute verblutet!
Take your time. When moving slowly,
Oh! Oh my. You really surprised me there.
Leave, peasant, before I make you. Assassin! Kill him! Stop him!
Ein Assassiner!
Don't do this. You are afraid.
Of course I am afraid.
But you'll be safe now, held in the arms of your god.
Have my brothers taught you nothing? I know what waits for me. For all of us.
If not your god, then what?
Nothing. Nothing waits. And that is what I fear.
You don't believe.
How could I, given what I know? What I've seen, our treasure was the proof.
Proof of what?
That this life is all we have.
Linger a while longer then, and tell me of the part you were to play.
A blockade by sea. To keep the fool kings and queens from sending reinforcements. Once we...
Conquered the Holy Land?
freed it, you fool. From the tyranny of faith.
Freedom? You worked to overthrow cities, control men's minds, murdered any who spoke against you.
I followed my orders, believing in my cause. Same as you.
Prévenez-moi si vous êtes apercevez. Je vais détriper le...
Il ne doit pas s'échapper!
C'est la merde!
Il ne doit pas s'échapper!
Lâche!
Altair, you've caused quite a stir.
I've done as requested. Sabran's life is ended.
So it is. So it is. You should ride for Masyaf and inform Al-Mualim of your success.
Yes. I should return and speak to him. Of this and other things.
Is everything all right, my friend? You seem distant.
It's nothing, Rafik. Just a lot on my mind.
Talk to me then. Let me help.
I need to make sense of this myself first. But thank you for the offer.
It is the men you kill, isn't it? You feel something for them.
How?
Ah, my friend. You are not meant to enjoy these grim tasks. Regret, uncertainty, sympathy. This is to be expected.
I should not fear these feelings.
You should embrace them. They are what keep you human.
What if I'm wrong? What if these men are not meant to die? What if they mean well? Misguided, perhaps, but pure in motive.
I am but a Rafik, Altair, and such things are beyond me. Perhaps Al-Mualim can help you to make sense of it.
Yes, perhaps. Thank you, Rafik.
It is my pleasure to have served with one as skilled as you.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one. Climb tall structures to gain a bird's eye view of your surroundings.
Welcome home, child. What news?
Another of the named is put to rest.
Then it would appear your work is nearly complete, and your status restored.
A question, Master, if I may.
Ask, and I will answer.
Why these men? Jubayer and Sabrand?
Ah, don't you see? They paved the way for change. Ensure threats both old and new are not given cause to intervene.
To weaken them is to weaken our enemy. I suppose that makes sense.
Were these men to continue their work, our work would quickly be undone.
How is that? We've caused them much grief.
We strike at the arms, yes. But this is a hydra that you face, and it is quick to replace that which is severed.
Then we should lop off its head and be done with this.
Soon, soon. We are close. Only one more man stands between us and our ultimate goal.
I will return to my work. The sooner this last man dies, the sooner I might face our true enemy.
Before you go, I have a question for you.
Of course.
What is the truth?
We place faith in ourselves. We see the world the way it really is, and hope that one day all mankind might see the same.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
What is it to transcend?
To recognize nothing is true and everything is permitted. That laws arise not from divinity but reason. I understand now that our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat?
Whereas we would dispel the illusion, they would use it to rule.
Yes. To reshape the world in an image more pleasing to them. That is why I sent you to steal their treasure. That is why I keep it locked away. And that is why you kill them. So long as even one survives, so too does their desire to create a new world order. Take your equipment. Seek out this last man. With his death, Robert de Sable will at last be vulnerable.
It will be done.
Safety and peace upon you, Altair.
He's going to cause trouble.
What is he doing?
He must be running for something.
When you have been exposed to the guards, break their line of sight and try to hide from them. Stay hidden until
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life.
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real world.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
What? Have I done wrong? Tell me, please.
You dare steal in my presence?
Force him! Force the Christian king and
Look,
his
God
army
save
of
him, please,
infidels!
don't mad.
All I ask is
They
for
go
a
against
few
the will of
please,
God
can't you spare
and must be
something?
made to
And
pay!
food and sick and
Everywhere they ride,
Did you
they
see
leave
that?
only suffering in their wake.
What's wrong
They
with
say it is a crusade! A crusade!
you? You are not
for
supposed
what?
to be here. Leave.
Ignorance, violence, madness. We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can. Be wary, friends. The shaitan is everywhere, watching. Waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like Salahadin. Take the fall.
oh my. All I ask is for a few
Bad news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Nemair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Numair and get that letter.
My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
Away with you.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
What's got him so bothered?
Lesson Hakir! سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك!
Everywhere! Watching! Waiting! He tempts us
Is he running from
always!
someone?
أنت
You've something
حسانك!
to say?
إيدي! إيدي!
Filthy
سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك! حقير! سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك!
What is that fool doing?
What أيها الناس!
Acting like a child.
Altair, here. Take this. I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
نص! أنت حسانك!
Let me go!
Leave this place.
لص حقير! سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك!
Hırsızlar arazine müstahak.
He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization! Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for! The infidel king would be...
Just a few coins, please. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Could you spare a few coins? I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg you. A few
Evvelki
coins.
sefer
All
elimizden
I ask
kurtuldu.
is for a few
Bu sefer
coins.
kaçmasına izin vermeyin.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Make no mistake,
Gözünüzü dört açın, geri dönecek.
existence we are fighting for!
No, please don't catch me
Kalabalığın
there.
içine
Just a
karışmayı
few
seviyorum.
coins, please.
Gözünüzü dört açın. Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına izin vermeyin.
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
Just a few coins, please.
That man seems to be in a hurry. فليسأله أحد لماذا يفعل ذلك.
Richard, take Jaffa.
You need
There
something?
will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is out. duty to defend it until
Listen
death.
here, citizens.
The
If your
Crusaders
tires are shoddy
must
goods,
be
then come
destroyed.
see me. My merchandise is...
The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. Seems a tragedy. I say, die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. Your king and his
How
army of
irresponsible of you.
infidels! They go against the will of God!
What you think,
They must be made to
You are finished! You there! Yes, you! Come! Come! See what I've to offer!
No, you don't.
You'll not find better items anywhere else, I swear it!
Has he lost his mind?
He must...
What's he
I have
running?
many things, many
Have any
things.
money?
Watch it! Watch yourself!
All I ask is for a you can apologize for that.
You seem to know exactly what you want. I like that. I have many things, many things. Too many things.
You,
Sir, you look like you need something. What's got into him?
That will cost you your life!
Stop it,
He's going to
please.
hit someone.
You're hurting me.
Could I interest you in some of my wares?
I wonder if he's being chased. What's he doing that for? Odd. Why would he do that?
What did he do?
Why is he doing that?
What's got him in such a hurry?
That must have happened. Was that absolutely necessary? He must be late for something.
Oh my.
You dare steal in my presence?
Odd. Why would he do that?
Then come see me! My
What a fool!
merchandise is without fear! Ah, you come to the right place! There's no better merchant than I! You are mad?
Please, be more careful next time.
Please, sir, have any money? My family's sick and dying. Could you
I
spare a few coins?
Ah, you come to the right place!
You'll hurt someone like that.
We are the true children of God!
Like what you see?
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
He's going to run into someone. What's going on? What's he running from?
What's he running from?
Did he just run into that person? Madman.
It's forbidden for you to be here.
There is no reason for doing that.
Death to the infidels! You will not get away from me!
Give up! You've nowhere to run! We can hear you breathing! I see him! He's over there! Don't get away from me! You hide like the rats! Begin! I will catch you! He is ours! Has always been ours! He is ours! We cannot hide forever! Come quickly! Don't let him get away! Stop running! You cannot escape! All wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. Now comes the English king and his infidel army. Be wary, friends! The shaitan is everywhere! You'll never get away!
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor.
When you have been exposed, killing some of your
No reason. He'll hurt someone at that speed.
What is he running? He's going to run into someone.
Run back now. You will die here. I will end your life. Maybe you haven't noticed. I'm already lost. What are you
your head! Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Benden uzak dur!
Like what you see? That wasn't even for sale. That was mine. You'll pay for that. You, sir. You look like yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, my. Oh. Come, have a look. You won't be disappointed. Yes, man. Oh, the man. Oh, the man.
You die now!
Everything is now. I'm going to feel a bit justice on that.
The man wants to kill me!
What would make someone move so quickly?
Be wary, friends!
Watch yourself.
Don't do that again. Everywhere! Watching, waiting! He tempts us always! Destroy him!
Dikkat değil mi saçakları? Neden böyle koşuyor?
My family.
Do you think he's being chased by someone?
What is that man doing?
You are filth! Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please.
him! He will march on Jerusalem next! We must end this before it has a chance to begin! That city is ours! Has always been ours!
You just...
It is our duty to
You are filth!
What have I done
At
wrong?
your service.
Tell me, please.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! Die, thief!
What have I done wrong?
Die, thief! Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! You have no business here. Leave.
Jerusalem next. We must end this. Remember that city is. That city is ours. Has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. Force him! Force the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say a crusade for what? Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. I say, this is an honor, to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong, Al-Hadid. Pick up arms against our enemies. Whatever way you can.
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa.
It is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back.
Seni gözün kapalı bile yeter. Kaçmasına izin vermeyin.
You're mine! Move now, we'll be trampled!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsunuz? Kararına mutlaka. Bir kenarından tuttu ederim. Kararına mutlaka ederim.
You're mine! Don't move him! It's forbidden for you to be here. You are not supposed to be here.
Geber kafir! Gel buraya! Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Gel buraya! Seni gözün kapalı bile yarar. Kaçmak fayda etmez. Beni yenemeyeceksin. Kaçmasına izin vermeyin.
child in darkness and their fathers before them, it does not mean we must as well. This is our chance before you to deliver a warning.
No reason for this nonsense.
Richard takes Joppa. There will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. Praise be Salahadin!
What a strange man.
He has found his strength.
Odd. Why would he do that?
Something caught your eye?
Come see what that
Anything you like?
He looks like he's being
The shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong.
Yes, come. Thief! You are filth!
What got him in such a hurry?
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Strange man.
Let go of me. I've done nothing wrong.
What is he doing there?
Help!
Die, thief!
What news, Atayan?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Die, thief! Die, thief!
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
How bizarre.
He should stop acting like a child.
He's going to cause trouble.
Make room.
He's going to hurt himself. And when he does, I won't help him.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons?
They are tools of learning. You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings. You'd do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good! Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
You've something to say? You shouldn't be here. Be gone. Leave, peasant, before I make you happy.
Kapalı bile yenerim. Kovalayın. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
He won't get away! Yes!
How can one expect to defeat?
Belki farkında değilsin ama hali hazırda.
You will not get away from me!
Geber kafir! Kaçman fayda etmez. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Gel buraya. Kovalayın. Burada. Kovalayın hatta.
They seem safe, but it is a trick. Male words give way to deeds. Look around. All the land is here. Hadi tried to meet him. Then he going to come. He won't get away. You are not supposed to be here. You can't escape. Out of my way. With him. You will die here. You're mine. It's forbidden for you to be here. Get him! Get him! Die! It's for them! Move now or be trampled! For centuries, we've quietly acquiesced. Come on, don't let him get away!
Seni gördüğüm kafamı bile yenerim. Farkında değilsin ama hali hazırda kaybedecek. Farkında değilsin ama hali hazırda kaybolu bile yenerim.
Lan taflete minni!
Çekil önümden yoksa ederim.
What do you want? He wants to kill me!
Kime koyuyorsun?
Unbeliever! He must be stopped! Let's see how you handle this! Join us! You too can be illuminated! Yes!
Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness, for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you are rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Geber kafir! Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Burada değil. Başka bir yer.
I'll have your hand for that! You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
I'll have your hand for that!
out of time, Vic.
Understand there's a narrow launch window.
Wherever it's hidden, time to retrieve it.
Working on it.
And when it's done,
He'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself. Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't
what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax. I believe there's also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
Where's this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true?
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly. It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin?
Use vigilantes you have freed to block your pursuers and break.
Read, my student. We have much to discuss. We are close, Altair. Robert de Sable is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders. His hand pays the gold. With him dies the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The piece of Eden is temptation given form. Merely look at what it's done to Robert. Once he tasted of its power, the thing consumed him. He saw not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed, but a tool. One that would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then?
Yes and no. He dreamed, still dreams. Like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
and rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair. Such thoughts are poison and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced, then, to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way, through you. What was each killing if not a message? But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
Focus on your target.
He better not cause
Nothing
any
distract
trouble.
you.
What's he running from?
Countering a strong attack will leave your enemy vulnerable. Finish him by breaking his legs, or by throwing him to the ground.
Safety and peace, Altair.
Upon you as well, brother.
Seems fate has a funny way with things.
So it's true, then. Robert de Sable is in Jerusalem.
I've seen the Knights myself.
Only misfortune follows that man. If he's here, it's because he intends ill. I won't give him the chance to act.
Do not let vengeance cloud your thoughts, brother. We both know no good can come of that.
I have not forgotten. You have nothing to fear. I do not seek revenge, but knowledge.
Truly, you are not the man I once knew.
My work has taught me many things, revealed secrets to me. But there are still pieces of this puzzle I do not possess.
What do you mean?
All the men I've laid to rest have worked together, united by this man. Robert has designs upon the land. This much I know for certain. But how and why, when and where, these things remain out of reach.
Crusaders and Saracens working together?
They are none of these things, but something else. Templars.
The Templars are a part of the Crusader army.
Or so they'd like King Richard to believe. No, their only allegiance is to Robert de Sable and some mad idea that they will stop the war.
You spin a strange Hey.
You have no idea, Malik. But tell me where they've been seen. I should be after him before he slips away.
3 places I can say for certain. West of here, near both a guard tower and a hospital. And to the southwest, at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. See what you can learn. I will do the same.
I'll be quick as I can.
Stay safe, my friend.
Praise be Salah ad-Din! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our...